Diddy tops our list of the highest paid musicians on the planet with a career-best $130 million haul, but he's not the only superstar to pull in triple-digit millions. Stay tuned to see the full list. Due to a three-way tie for the last spot, our ranking of 25 names begins with a two-way tie at number 24. 24. Jennifer Lopez, $38 million. Jennifer Lopez continues her impressive run with help from a standing Sin City gig that guarantees her six figures per night. She also has a new show, World of Dance, where she serves as both judge and producer. 24. The Chainsmokers, $38 million. Thanks to a busy touring schedule and hit songs like Closer and Paris, the duo is one of the highest-earning electronic acts on the planet. The band recently signed a lucrative 3-year deal with Wynn Nightlife in Las Vegas, paving the way for a likely return to this list next year. 22. Bruno Mars, $39 million. Several years ago, Mars offered Forbes this prediction: "I feel like I'm just getting started." Multiple Grammys and over $100 million in earnings later, most recently thanks to his 24K Magic World Tour, where he's grossing 7 figures per night, it seems he was correct. 22. Tiësto, $39 million. The 48-year-old Dutch DJ continues to out-earn electronic dance music stars half his age. He does this by playing a staggering amount of gigs, 134 in our scoring period, while taking home six-figure nightly fees. 19. Jay-Z, $42 million. Hyphen or no hyphen, Jay-Z remains one of music's perennial top earners despite reports of less-than-capacity crowds on his current 444 tour. A new $200 million deal with concert giant Live Nation should keep him well paid for the next decade. 19. Celine Dion, $42 million. The My Heart Will Go On singer resumed a lucrative Las Vegas residency last February after going on hiatus in the wake of her husband's January 2016 death. She also found time to tour Europe this past summer. 19. Luke Bryan, $42 million. One of country's biggest touring acts, Bryan cashes in beyond the stage with outdoor channel reality show Buck Commander, named after the company he co-owns with Duck Dynasty's Willie Robertson. Bryan also pads his coffers through endorsements with Cabela's and Miller Lite. 18. Kenny Chesney, $42.5 million. The leader of No Shoes Nation continues to thrive, selling out stadiums around the U.S. His 2016 album Cosmic Hallelujah debuted atop the country charts. Chesney also cashed in on deals with Corona and Apple, as well as his own Blue Chip Bay rum. 17. Taylor Swift, $44 million. Even in an off year, endorsement deals, music consumption and a smattering of shows kept Swift in the top 20 with the release of new album Reputation, already 2017's bestseller, which came after the end of this list's June to June scoring period. Look for her earnings to rise significantly for next year's list. 16. Calvin Harris, $48.5 million. The top paid DJ on our list, Harris continues to rake in millions from his Vegas performances, augmenting his income by headlining music festivals for fees that stretch into the 7 figures. New album Funk Wave Bounces Volume 1 peaked at number 2 on the Billboard charts. 15. Jimmy Buffett, $50.5 million. Forget looking for that lost shaker of salt. Buffett can afford to buy another one. His Margaritaville lifestyle empire, named after his hit song, encompasses hotels, restaurants, merchandise and even a satellite radio station, and accounts for the bulk of his earnings. 13. Red Hot Chili Peppers, $54 million. With 108 gigs during our scoring period, the Red Hot Chili Peppers are still on fire in their 34th year. The tour has been eventful, particularly for singer Anthony Kiedis, who was hospitalized with an intestinal flu moments before a set at the start of the tour, and recovered. 13. Paul McCartney, $54 million. Sir Paul still grosses 7 figures per night on the road, all while collecting checks from his solo and Beatles back catalog. It's so important to have good people around you. That's why I'm anywhere near this list, McCartney told Forbes upon joining our ranking of the world's 100 top living business minds. 11. Elton John, $60 million. Now in the 70s, the Rocket Man is still flying high with a prolific touring schedule, playing 99 live shows in Las Vegas and elsewhere during our scoring period. His next big gig, composing the score for The Devil Wears Prada on Broadway. 11. Garth Brooks, $60 million. The King of Country's comeback tour, which began in 2014, is now the highest grossing in American history. Part of the reason, Brooks often plays multiple arena shows in a single day, something few of his peers routinely do. Brooks also released the anthology Part 1, a book and 5 CD set, in November. 10. Metallica, $66.5 million. A pioneer of thrash metal active since the early 1980s, Metallica recently released its 10th studio album, Hardwired to Self-Destruct, to commercial and critical success. But the bulk of profits this year came from the band's worldwide global tour, which is set to continue through the spring of 2018. 9. Adele, $69 million. The singer broke her Album of the Year Grammy in half to share with Beyoncé accidentally, perhaps, but these earnings are all hers. Despite turning down millions in endorsement deals over the years, the belting Brit still cashes in with consistent touring. 8. Bruce Springsteen, $75 million. Memoir Born to Run earned the boss a reported $10 million advance. An accompanying compilation album, Chapter and Verse, padded his total. Now he's taking a break from arenas to play a rare Broadway concert residency. 7. Justin Bieber, $83.5 million. The Canadian crooner collected the largest annual haul of his career, boosted by 105 live shows in our scoring period. He also cashes in on a Calvin Klein endorsement deal, his Just Moji icons, and over 1 billion streaming spins. 6. Guns N' Roses, $84 million. The legendary rockers went back on the road to the tune of a 5-continent excursion, helping Guns N' Roses achieve the rare feat of soaring into near 9-figure earnings territory without any major endorsements. 5. Coldplay, $88 million. The British pop rockers embarked upon their Head Full of Dreams tour this spring, playing arenas and stadiums around the globe at a gross north of $5 million per city, en route to the biggest payday of their career. All in all, the tour has grossed over $500 million, the third most of all time. 4. The Weeknd, $92 million. With 5.5 billion streams in the past 2 years and a gross of more than $1 million per stop on his latest tour, The Weeknd has mastered the new music economy. Artists don't really make the money off the music like we did in the golden age, he told Forbes. It's not really coming in until you hit the stage. 3. Drake, $94 million. The world's most streamed artist over the past 12 months, the Canadian superstar has been making the bulk of his bucks on the road during his Boy Meets World tour. He also collects checks from Apple, Sprite and Nike. 2. Beyoncé, $105 million. Queen Bey's Formation World Tour, which wrapped up in late 2016 and fell partly in our scoring period, grossed $250 million. Since 2008, Beyoncé has earned more than $700 million. She and husband Jay-Z welcomed twins this summer. 1. Diddy, $130 million. Whether you call him Diddy, Puffy or Brother Love, Sean Combs tops our list thanks to his Bad Boy Family reunion tour, his Ciroc vodka deal and the sale of 1/3 of Sean John for an estimated $70 million. Near misses, topping the $30 million earnings mark doesn't guarantee placement on our list. even if you're a superstar. Among the closest near misses, Ed Sheeran, Rihanna, Dr. Dre, Katy Perry and Toby Keith. To form our list of the world's 25 highest paid musicians, we considered pre-tax income from June 1, 2016 through June 1, 2017, and did not take out fees charged by agents, managers and lawyers. We gathered data from Nielsen SoundScan, Pollstar, the RIAA and interviews with industry insiders.